What's up everyone, my name is Oki Fish, and in this video I'm going to talk about whether or not psychedelics can permanently change your view on God and religion. Personally, I was never really a religious person to begin with, but I didn't consider myself an atheist either. As a kid growing up, I just thought that when you died, everything goes black and you kind of just cease to exist. I figured nothing happens, there's no afterlife, and you're just dead.
Nobody exists on purpose. Nobody belongs anywhere. Everybody's gonna die.
At the time, I considered myself agnostic, which by definition is the person who does not believe or disbelieve in God, you just accept that you don't know. However, when I started taking psychedelics later in my life, that's when my beliefs on religion started to change. When I first started experimenting with stuff like psilocybin mushrooms and LSD, I started to think that, wait, maybe there's something more to just the consciousness that we are used to.
Those words, is it possible to use them in a sentence together like that?
You know, everything operates on different frequencies, and we're only able to understand a very limited amount of those frequencies. Research on psilocybin suggests that the main ingredient in magic mushrooms sprouts new links across previously disconnected brain regions. So this means that if you take psychedelics, it allows parts of the brain to communicate with other parts that it wasn't able to before, thus unlocking the ability to comprehend different frequencies that the brain was previously ignorant to.
Coincidence? I think not!
And after I went through different psychedelic experiences over time, it started to dawn on me that maybe there's more to life than what we think we know. Then I started experimenting with DMT, and that's when everything changed. Right now at this point in my life, I've smoked DMT over 100 times, and I do think that it has permanently altered the way I view and look at life on a daily basis, whether that's a good or bad thing. I made a few videos on DMT in the past, but if you didn't know, many experts believe that right before we die, the pineal gland in our brain releases DMT, meaning that DMT is what would cause people to have an outer body experience or have their life flash before their eyes. Not only that, but it is highly speculated that DMT is also what causes us to dream when we are sleeping. So yeah, dimethyltryptamine is a very intriguing substance and has a lot of mystery to it. Regarding my own experiences, I've smoked DMT on its own as well as while on various other different substances at different times. Plus I've smoked small doses, medium doses, crazy, ridiculous, insane doses, and everything in between. There has even been times where I thought I had smoked so much DMT that I thought I got stuck in purgatory for eternity.
One eternity later.
Like, I didn't think I died in the physical world, rather I thought that my soul got frozen in time forever and I was never coming back to reality. It felt like I got trapped in the fourth dimension, which is a timeline of the third dimension. But the fact that I'm back in reality right here, right now, talking to you, means that I was meant to exist and my life was meant to happen. So for whatever reason, my soul came back to my body and I'm living the same life that I've always had. After all these experiences throughout my life with not only just DMT, but every substance that I've ever done, I have finally come to the conclusion to what I believe my religion is. And that is, I don't have a religion. Rather, I have my own personal subjective beliefs about what I think God is.
Congratulations, you're a prophet.
So here it is. This is what I personally believe. I believe that there is a universal consciousness that is constantly shedding off life and reabsorbing life. This universal consciousness is a collective mind that connects all of our brains to the same neural network. So in a sense, all our minds are connected and are unified as one. I think that every time something is born, this universal consciousness sheds off part of itself, which is what gives every new creation life. And I think that when something dies, its life is reabsorbed into the universal consciousness and the cycle of life just keeps going.
You serious?
The one thing I'm not sure about is whether or not we keep our individuality after death. As in, when we die and our consciousness is reabsorbed into the collective mind, do we keep any part of our previous life with us, or is it all just erased and recycled into a completely new thing?
You've just been erased.
I would hope that we keep parts of our individuality with us, but I just don't know. Overall, I don't even know if any of this is true to begin with. It's just what I personally think. Like I said, for about 17 years, I thought that when you died, everything went black and that was it. But psychedelics have definitely made me think otherwise. We may think that death is the end, but it could be the beginning to something completely different.
This is where the fun begins.
We all have unlimited truth represented in front of us at all times, and the universe has different ways of presenting it to us. Just like how YouTube has an algorithm and shows you what you're interested in, the universe also has an algorithm to show you more of what you're thinking, feeling, and focusing on. We don't gain knowledge from psychedelics. Rather, it opens our brain to different interpretations of truth that already existed. To be honest, sometimes I wish I was a little bit more blind to the truths of reality. I feel like I may have opened my brain up a bit too much, but it is what it is at this point. I just gotta live with it. Ignorance is bliss, no lie. And keep in mind, this is only what I think. Everyone is entitled to their own beliefs, and everyone should have their own subjective opinion about what life is. At the end of the day, there really is no way of knowing the truth of anything. I mean, this could be a simulation for all we know.
Oh, look at his face. He's trying to figure out if he's in a simulation still.
Either way, whatever life may be, we all just gotta keep on keeping on. Truth always wins in the end. My name is Oki Fish. Peace out.